Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is Fred from Nandi, Fiji, coming to you live to welcome you all to another Monday. We're in May now, so we're almost halfway of the year. And what a great day, what a great time to be alive, guys. I'd just like to come on here this morning just to encourage each of us with 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset. So I got my notes here beside me. These practical tips, of course, are shared to us by a gentleman by the name of Larry Alton. And you can find him on success.com. He's an entrepreneur, a blogger, a vlogger as well, and of course someone who just loves to share, how to maintain a positive mindset. So I'm coming to you here this morning with 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset, especially for a time like this. Hi guys, for those of you joining us, I'll give you a shout out at the end. But the first tip on the 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset. Number 1, start your day with a positive affirmation or a few positive affirmations. What does that mean? Well, positive affirmations is basically you telling yourself how great you are or how good you are. Now, why do you do this? Because it really helps set the tone for your day. And if your mind's not in the right place, you may not have as a greater of a day. So if your mind's okay in the morning, or even if it's not, you have the ability to change, or you have the ability to choose how your day goes out. So you first, of course, it's really important for you to come out with some positive affirmations. How do you do it? Very easy, guys. I always tell my kids to say these words: I am alive, I am strong, I am healthy, I am blessed. So in line with that, you could come up with your own, and you could just simply tell yourself all these positive things that you'd like to achieve. Number 2, practical tip number 2 to achieve a positive mindset is to focus on the good things, even though it may be small. So focusing on just the good things, guys. You know, when you're late some mornings to get to work, and you're rushing around, and when you drive down the highway or like down the street here in Nandi, and all you seem to see is traffic, red lights and so forth, that's because your mind is prepped for it. So when you start focusing on the good things, your mind starts opening up to the good things that are around you. So how do you focus on the good things? Very simple. First thing you do is you just be grateful for being alive. Focusing on the good things could also be by saying thank you to anyone that does any little thing for you, even if it's your children, or if it's your wife, or if it's your husband. Anything they do, just say thank you. Focusing on the good things is really important because it really opens your mind up to any good thing that comes around, and you'll always be in a good state of mind to be able to receive it. Tip number 3 on my 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset is to find humor in even bad situations. So whenever you come across a bad situation that you would call bad, try and find the humor in it. Even if you've lost your job. When I lost mine, I found it actually first of all, it was a bit of a shock, but then I looked at it from a positive mindset. And actually I found it quite funny because over the last few years I've been trying to be an entrepreneur and so forth. And so it really brought me back kind of full circle, and I really had a good chuckle about that. So tip number 4 on my 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset is to turn your failures into lessons. Turn your failures into lessons. I always tell my children, that it's good to win, but it's even better that you learn your lesson when you fail. Because to win, you need to fail. You need to fail a few times. More importantly, you must learn the lessons from those failures, because if you don't learn the lesson, then it's truly a tragedy, because in that failure was an opportunity for you to learn, so that the next time it happens, you've already learned from it, and so you know exactly the steps to put in place for you to win. Tip number 5 on how to achieve a positive mindset is to transform your negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Now, what does that mean? A lot of times, from when a lot of us are growing up, we are told to be cautious of things. Negativeness, it's just kind of naturally ingrained in us. So you need to start. Power go off? No. Oh, go. I had just lost internet connection there for a second. All right. Let me just really check the internet connection. But yeah, transform your negative self-talk into positive self-talk. So in line with one of the first tips I made earlier, you gotta start really be careful about the thoughts that you entertain in your mind. You gotta be careful about there I go again. Always saying be careful, this and that. What we need to start doing is to start talking the positives into our psyche, because like I said, we're so used to being told be careful this, don't do that. So we got to start talking to ourselves in a more positive way. Tip number 6 on how to achieve a positive mindset is to focus on the present. Focus on the present, because you can't undo the past, you certainly can't control the future. All you can do is focus on the present. So look for things that you can do right now, the things you can do, the thoughts you can entertain, and remember, you can't control anybody else except yourself. So focus on the present, focus on the jobs you got to do today. Forget about today, the jobs you got to do now. So always be in the present and always be ready to be able to take care of stuff that is happening right there and then. Tip number 7 on my 7 practical tips to achieve a positive mindset is to find positive friends. Find positive friends, mentors, co-workers if you still have a job, neighbors, and even family. Guys, this is very, very important, because this really helps you keep that positive vibe or those positive thoughts going on. So with those few words, I'd like to encourage you for our new week, and hope you guys get some good value out of this, and I will see you on the next videos. Cheers guys, Vinaka, bye bye.